For Mr. Katzimatidis by Shlomo Greenwald.
Hello, candidates. Right now, the law is that a parent must sign a consent form to allow the act of Matzah B'Peh, which is part of the bris ritual in some segments of the Jewish community. Do you agree with this regulation? And in general, do you believe it is appropriate for the Board of Health or any other city agency to regulate religious practices?
Mr. Lhota.
I believe the actions of the New York City Department of Health are wrong. I believe the earlier actions by the administration trying to deny the Jewish people their faith and their practices is absolutely wrong. I believe that MVP should be allowed to continue. I don't believe that you need to be given a piece of paper and you must sign it on the dotted line to understand it. I don't have a problem with the City of New York, as you're taking your child home from the hospital, giving you in the package that you receive with all kinds of information what the risks are, but you do not need to sign it. The city government should not be involved at all in trying to regulate religious practice in this country, ever. And combined with the fact I would, as mayor, drop the lawsuit that's currently in place right now to make sure that you can continue the practice, which I call MVP, because I can't pronounce it. Thank you very much.
Question is for Mr. Lhota, and it's asked by Ellie Chomsky.
Thank you, Nachum. Gentlemen, virtually every Orthodox family sends their children to private yeshivas. The cost of private and parochial education is astronomical. Do you think the city should help defray these costs, and if so, how?
Yes, I do believe the city should defray the cost. The responsibility of the mayor is to make sure that children, all children in the city of New York, get a proper education. I have always been in favor of vouchers, but I'm a realist. We're never going to get vouchers passed by the current way the New York State Senate and the New York State Assembly is constituted. I do believe that there was a bill put forward by the New York State Senate allowing for tax credits, for allowing parents who send their children to private school to have tax credits. I wish the Speaker of the Assembly allowed it to go to the floor of the Assembly because it would have had a chance of passing. I will continue to use the bully pulpit of the mayor to make sure that we continue to get some way in which Albany helps reduce the cost of private education. As I mentioned earlier in my introductory comments, I do believe the city can help defer some of the costs. Security at yeshivas, at Catholic schools, at any private school shouldn't burden the parents and the tuition costs. Public safety is a city issue. It's one that the mayor should be involved in, and I believe the public safety officers who work for the city of New York should be able to provide security at each and every one of your schools. The same is true in the area of public health. The city of New York, took away from the private schools nurses that would be able to help in any one of the private schools. And it's quite unfortunate. There are numerous different ways within the confines of the United States Constitution where we don't violate the separation of church and state provision to have the city of New York help defer the cost at each and every one of the private schools. Thank you.